I'm Evan, and I started a company called Evan Brooke Ethical Clothing a few years ago. I'm a military spouse, and I have 4 kids and 5 soon. And so the company is actually a pretty part-time thing. A lot of my work can be done at home or locally or while the kids are at school, so it's very manageable. I read a book called Lionessa Rising a few years ago by Lisa Bevere, and she talks a lot about women helping women in the world and the problem of human trafficking and oppression and exploitation. I thought, what can a stay-at-home mom do about such a big problem in the world? But not coincidentally, a few months later, some friends of mine called kind of out of the blue. They were moving overseas to do something about human trafficking. They were starting a garment manufacturing business so that they could hire women who might be especially vulnerable to this problem or even have come out of this form of exploitation. And they needed a few clients to get the business started. And they knew I did some sewing at home and they thought I could do this. And I thought, if they think I can do it, maybe I can do this. So we got going. It sure seemed like an answered prayer. So I took a trip out there to India and Nepal to visit and look for fabric and meet a few people, make some connections, figure out how this was all going to work. And we got going. And we kind of picked fabric over texting. I picked some of it while I was out there, and then some of it we had to use WhatsApp and just kind of pick when they were fabric shopping in their time zone. So I had to wake up in the middle of the night and and catch them while they were shopping sometimes. That was a lot of fun. Since then, I have started working more locally with Open Arms in Austin. They're downtown, and they are kind of an extension of the Multicultural Refugee Coalition. They hire Texas refugees to do sewing and production for several local designers. And I love working with them, and I love keeping things more local. So over the past few years, I've thought a lot about the life cycle of garments that we purchase. For clothing, you could consider it starts with seeds, fields and farmers. It goes to mills, and then weaving for fabric, dyeing, wholesaling the fabric, and then cutting, sewing, quality control points, and then there's packing and shipping. And there's a lot of shipping in between a lot of those steps as well. So when you think about how far your products travel, it's just incredible. Sewing is not rocket science, I tell a lot of people, and you can learn a lot from other people. A couple years ago, I was able to sit down with a professor just for a few hours and go over the Helen Joseph Armstrong book called Pattern Making for Fashion Design. And I learned how to read that and make patterns, and that really revolutionized things for me too. I would say one of the most heartwarming aspects of my work is when you're able to share your story or just your lifestyle with other people, and they're so inspired that they easily maybe change something about how they shop or how they dress or something in their life. So I talk a lot about buying less and buying thoughtfully. Our time on earth is so limited, so just get going, make stuff, wear it, and keep learning.
Hey, this is Leah. We are at the Cloth Pocket here in Austin. This is a fabric store. They've got beautiful prints, lots of bright colors for apparel and for quilting and crafting. And we just did an interview here with Evan Brooke.
Really, it's an honor to share my story with people. It's good. It's just really great meeting people and supporting other women who are doing something real similar.